told the story. He is risen as he said.
So any of the apostles, they went to different areas. They established a church. That's what we call apostolic church. So that's what apostolic succession means. What Christ gave, he gave to his apostles. The apostles taught. The fathers of the church, the early fathers, kept it. So that's tradition. That's oral tradition, right? So that's from Christ himself. That's why.
What is delayed obedience? Anybody knows what delayed obedience means? I know what the meaning is. What's the word for delayed obedience? Disobedience. Delayed obedience is disobedience. It's either you obey or disobey, right? Right? I'm not an English major, but isn't that what it is? Huh? SATs? You guys took SATs, right?
So what do we do in the land? We break that. We break the will. Understand what I'm saying? My will is to be comfortable. My will is to be lazy. My will is eye for an eye. My will, when someone upsets me, I want to upset him. My will, my comfort. I don't want to do anything for anybody. That's my will, right? So God says, no, you have to break your will. So this is what the focus of Lent is breaking the will for comfort.
St. Anthony the Great, he said, when asked how a person becomes holy, he replied, always have the name of God on your lips and thank him for all he allows. So how can you attain heaven? St. Anthony the Great says, always have the name of God on your lips, what we call the Jesus prayer or the arrow prayers, right? Always saying the name of Christ, and to thank him for everything that he allows.
He's not over-controlling us, but he's protecting us from the corrupted, sometimes, atmosphere and world. We have to go to your room and check who's your friend, who's not. Who's your God, who's not. What are the right manners or not? What are the right decisions or not? Check it with your Heavenly Father in your closed room, in a quiet time, what we call it praying. And then purify your heart and yourself, and then prove to God that you love Him when you communicate with others. It's like the relation between the sun and the moon. The sun, full of light, it's a star, full of light. And the moon, it's a planet, a huge piece of stone, not source of light, right? And because it's 7 planets around this star, one of them is the moon, and looking to the sun in a very good angle and reflecting the light on the closest other planet, it's a full moon to us, full moon, full of light. But if you go and make a journey to the moon, you'll not find the light there. You'll find a huge piece of stone, and you land on it, only reflecting the light of the star. So if you spend some time with your Father in your room and facing His light, and get out of the door and started to communicate with others, they will say, you were praying. How did you know? Your face is shining.
Jesus, my Lord, is alive. But Thomas did not believe what the disciples had seen. So Jesus again appeared, showed him the place of the spear. So Jesus again appeared, showed him the place of the spear. Resurrection.
Like when I'm with my family, people won't approach me. But when I'm by myself at the airport, people will approach me and ask and talk, and so it's nice. Except on Halloween. Yeah, I remember one time one of the bishops at Starbucks, and they're like, "Oh, good costume." It's like, they thought it was another one, like from the back, you look like Darth Vader or something like that.
I have a friend. You guys are too young, but you're going to find that later on. Hey, he's my best friend. You know, I like this person. We talk to each other. But how many times do we talk? We talk once a year. Best friends talk once a year. I don't know what best friends are. It sounds like the friends I have in Facebook. I never hear from them, for 10, 15 years. And hey, we're friends.
Everyone has a treasure. Everyone has something that is valuable in his life. How's that salad?
He really wants salad. He won't stop talking.
You know, all this Lent, all this Lent talk.
Can we take out the
AI? Yeah. Ask AI.
لا 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 الصوت كده. هو كان في فول هنا؟ كان في فول؟ You ate فول؟ beans يا بونا. They will sleep يا بونا. It's okay. Wake up, wake up. Forget about the fool. Forget about the fool. Okay.